Hey, it's me, Aqua. Welcome back. So let's just start. I still don't have music. You know what? Hold up. We're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do this right now. So, maybe how can I do this? Hmm. Hmm. I know. Ironically, I call this "It's All Coming Together," but maybe. Hold up. Hold up. I don't know. I don't know where I'm clicking. I don't know where I'm. Wait, no. I do know I clicked right. Do this real quick. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm, well, anyway, so pretty much what I am going to do is I'm going to. Nope, I don't need that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the picture that I had and get through. Get that. Where is this? Hmm. So pretty much, there's a site that has royalty free music, and I don't think it's this one. So no, no. Oh, geez, because there is a site royalty free. Is it this? I had it. It's like a pink. Oh, that ain't it. That really isn't it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself that I can't find it right now. It should be here. It should be unless they change the icon. I should be having it. Oh, crap! It's not here. It's not here. So I guess the only one that I have is really this one. So I guess we'll do something like this. That. And let's find out. Okay. Nope. I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna be real. I'm very partial to waltzes, but this one is not it. Hmm. Nope. There's no way that's 186 beats per minute. They're lying. Okay, I like this one. Okay, so that's called Grand Dark Waltz Trio Vivace, and this is Trio Allegro. Yeah, so that's slower. Andante. Could this be it? Could this be the one? Yo, I think this is it. And then we put it on repeat. Yo, hey, so you know, no more. Just thing. If ever there's a moment that I just have, you know, really nothing to say, we can just. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so pumped. Let's see. How do I do it? Media source, right? Right? I think it is. No, it is. Yes. Oh my god, yes. I'm so ready. And then we look up a thing. Okay, we go here, we go there, we go to this, and we go to this. Oh, and then we loop it. Oh, restart playback and source becomes active. Restart playback and source. Yeah. Behold. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, this is terrific. I am so happy. And we just put it in the background. Check that out. Oh my god, we're really rolling right now. So I do have to add a credit. So which is, I mean, hey, if I can get this for free and I can just like, you know, just have it. Yeah, hell yeah. All I have to do is just credit the man? Oh no. Oh no, what a cost. What a price to pay for one soul. How do I do that? Oh. Can I edit this live? Yeah. Well, I mean, I did. I just clicked the edit button and just called it a day. So hopefully that saved, but I did do it. Oh, I'm so happy about this. But anyway, without further ado, let's go. Okay, now let's Wait. Hold up. We'll do that real quick. You know what we're gonna do? We know what we're gonna do? Because there's 3 variants of this. Oh, no kidding. I'm just gonna be real with you. We're just gonna take all 3 speeds, save it here, boom. I'm gonna have to put it. Oh, I am so happy. And that I'll tell you this, like back when I was setting all of this up and trying to get everything all set here. No. Because if I'm gonna maintain, if I'm going to maintain this theme, if you will, I'd like to have some consistency. So I'm gonna take up the other ones and put it there because to prove my point, this was one of them ones that I actually saved. It was right here. So this was one of them that I found initially. Of floating cities. But maybe you can put it somewhere, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But man, waltzes, ladies and gentlemen, waltzes never fail you. They just never do. Not a thing that they do. Easy. Alright. But now we have to try and test. That's where I found that. So how will this sound in this place?
Another line to indicate mouth. Why did you not? Not going to worry about any boobs, or if so, we'll just make them really petite for this character. So just a slight hint of boobage there. That might come up here, and then there'll be a slight hint over here, perhaps, but nothing to chat home about. So these are kind of a basic 2 kind of elliptical shapes that we build up our torso with. So just as important as all of that is talking about the backside as well. Not the backsides in the arse, but the actual back of someone, the actual back of the torso. Because there's loads of weird muscle groups going on there, which do need to be very quickly covered. So I'm just going to power my way through and talk about this. So let's grab a character. We're going to have someone kind of kneeling down, maybe. So I'll put it a bit lower. So let's just do.
Okay, so without
looking back
after 15 minutes in,
nice. About there.
we're finally getting to the reason why you came. So, of course, being totally prepared as I always am. One of the things that I did notice when I was perusing the internet was that Mark Burnett also has a 30-day challenge drawing thing. It's like how to be able to draw in 30 days, and I was like, oh well, hey, that would have been like super totally cool if I figured that out. So maybe honestly, once these 30 days happen, I'll depending on where I am, we'll give that a shot. And no, I won't be spending the 30 days. We'll be doing 30 days. We'll be doing 30 days in not 30 days. It'll be 40. I kid. It'll probably. I mean, see how fast it goes. No promises, but you know, again, we'll see how fast it goes. How fast does it take me? Well, we don't know. But shoot, I forgot. Now we can actually open. We can actually open this. Do that. And then file save this as, since I already have it out. What is this? Yeah, already exists. I'll replace that. Close this real quick. Because I'm capturing the actual scene, not the things that I'm opening. I don't see this. So, oh, that's not good, because it's probably playing, there may be an echo. There may be an echo. But, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm so happy that I found something really quick. I love a good waltz. One day, we'll reminisce later. But yeah, so we have our guy, we have our girl. Let's get this done.
And then spring up over here. Lovely. So halfway up. Then I'm gonna have some shoulders around right here. In fact, we're gonna have someone kind of kneeling down maybe, so I'll put this a bit lower. So let's just pop the head in here. This one's gonna be looking back over the shoulder, so we pop in a face.
Okay, so essentially the same. Essentially like, oh, you can't see that. So essentially like this, but more where this line is over here. And all I have to do is not guss it up, right? I think that's possible. I'm actually going to start a bit more zoomed in on this canvas. So, zooming out, as you know, I do have proportion issues. So I'd like to, at the moment, I'd like to take this time to just not just absolutely... Because I actually drew this way smaller. I actually blew this up. And, so, what? Does this work? Does that work? Did it work? Kind of. There we go. So, what I did... I guess I could put that there. Anyway. So, yeah, I actually did the good old lasso and put it through, and then just expanded it and grew it to size. And yeah, that's what I did. So I love that tool. It's the best tool ever created. And we're just gonna, you know what? I really should start learning this lesson. So we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna start it at being able to see on the full canvas, and let's see, we're in brush. Okay, let's go. Actually, I really like it when I can see at least this, so I'm zooming in a bit. Oh, that is 100%. This is 100%. Oh, cool. Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. I thought I was like really messing up. No, not really. we put it for, what about here, just so everything can be together. Okay, so for real, let's go. I'll let you. It feels so good now that you actually have some background music. Oh, thank God it's working properly. If you have some actual background music, so it's not just, you know, just nothing happening, I don't feel so guilty anymore. Now, let's go. See, again, I like it. It works. It'll do its thing, but it's not perfect and it's not big enough. That's one of the things that I do need to do. I need to just go there, right? I just need to. Oh, that didn't do it. There it is. Look at how beautiful that skull is. Yo, dome piece of the year, right? So that's what he did. He's like, oh, what do I need? I need a head. And that's what he did. He just drew it. Didn't care. There it is. And there's his head. And so he just left a piece of it. And so he moved. So he takes this line and he moves it here. So it's like really like over here, you know? So I personally made it a bit more exaggerated because it's not, her chin's not gonna go there. Let's be. So he did this, and then he just said, well, how do I do it? How do I do he did?
Stand up there. Here. This one's gonna be kind of looking back over the shoulders, so we put in a face. Stand up. There. Head in here. This one's gonna be kind of looking back over the shoulders.
He searched down, does a small in. So if I were to do something like that, that's right. So again, it's pressurizing that I need to. All right, that's good. So let's not worry about that. So we actually already have this going for us, right? So then we do that, and then this needs to curve, like right in, right? And so the chin swings right here, but now we can soften this. Okay, now that we have that angle, we can soften the angle and bring it in. That's too soft. But just do something like that. Bring this in. Soften that up. So as long as you can get the angle, then you can carve out. It's kind of the reverse of what you're doing like with marble. Like you instead of subtracting, you're adding and then subtracting. So there's essentially no marble here. So like this circle is the marble, and then you subtract, and then you subtract, and then you figure it out, and then it's like, oh, I like this angle more, and then you move it in, and then you erase what you have. But you can't really start and find that circle until you actually drew something. Put something on the canvas. You know, I'm again, even now, I'm still working on doing that. As you can see, but once you do, man, see, again, it's not a perfect circle, but you can still do some changes. And then you find what you need. Right? Like the song. You get to what you need. So now we zoom out. Look at that. Looks beautiful, right? Kind of. Looking at his, it's a side. We got it. We did it. We did a side, and it's actually forcing over on that angle. So I'm really happy that I finally got that down, because Lord knows I need to really throw my in order to get not proportions and angles right. I really need to throw myself into like not doing it here and thinking, or over here. Like it's got to be like over here, right? Let's again, I keep forgetting that when I put my stylus here, this is now my mouse. So when I move my mouse, anyway,
And up there.
of course.
And then just bring it up over here. Lovely. To the halfway up. Then I'm gonna have some shoulder.
Okay, and so then he swings up. He just does a thing. He just does it. He just does it right here. Oh, my head's gonna need to be different. Because, see, again, this is the thing. So this works if you have a head this big, but it doesn't work when you have a head this big. So it really did need to go, like, drastically downward. See, again, this is what happens, right? When I don't draw the circle, like, he can do it. He knows how far you have to go. Like, this is perfect if the head is as small as it needs, like, right? So, like, if I did it if I did how he did it, oops, no, that's too much. So, right about there. So yeah, this is perfect, okay? For a head that's this size. Not for a head this size. So, if I were to really... Oh, wow. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, the head actually has to go... Let's see, we spring it. Yeah, we're looking at a head right about here, right? But you know what? Actually, this is part of the process. I think I have a head that's perfectly fine. If not perfectly fine, we're just gonna draw it, and then we'll get everything into motion. And then we can start adding all of those little things that help it. So we're gonna keep going. We just go.
Shoulders around about here. And then one.
We just gotta go, because we do know, right? So if my chin is right about here, my chin, like, moves... If the angle of this is right, okay, but then it turns out that this is not right, but this is, because this is, you know, again, because this, then this, then this needs to change. Or, you know, I'm making a Twi'lek, right? Or a bunny. Okay, so it depends. So there's no mistakes, right? Tiny little accidents or something like that. I don't know. Bob Ross can clue you in. But if that's the case, then we're looking something like this. Right, we're looking at something more on this angle, on this size. Instead of this size. So again, you just gotta do that, because broken down, that's what art is. Because you make this line here, the other line has to go this way. Or, right? Everything follows through on something else. And as long as you can keep in touch with your if-thens, you'll be good. Right? So again, there's something wrong here. We both know it. You know it. I know it. The world knows it. And, right? So, essentially, if I were to carry through this circle, we'd be somewhere around here, right? Which means this needs to go, because then this circle, because unless, okay, because let's just say we're just drawing like a dotted, let's say we do something like this, but these points have to be the same, right? Hold up. There, that's better. So if these points are the same, because it's a circle, see, it's not entirely half. So we know what a circle looks like. We can adjust. Where this head is supposed to be. I don't know why I kept that line. So there's that. Get rid of this. That's no longer working. So we got something better, right? We'll keep this, we'll keep these lines for now, and we'll just keep moving. Alright, so let's just, gotta keep moving. So we do this, we look at this side. So he put his, imagine your circle. Okay. So he did this. I can't actually sing the song because 1, I don't know French, and 2, Disney will kill me, or Pixar, whoever made Ratatouille. Right? Go. Move this.
2 head heights is going to be roughly around back here, is where this is all going to stop off. So, guiding...
See, now he knows, right? Because I don't know. So he knows on this line, he's ready to go. And so he just did this. He just did that, and it's like, yo, we're ready to rock out. I can't do that yet. So I'm gonna have to figure out, but for fun, let's just see let's just see how good I am. Because in this particular instance, he's saying this needs to be about here. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. We can do this, right? And then we can take this. We can take this, move that, and then make that bigger, right? As it should be. Putting it to the size that I initially wanted it, right? So that now we're still following his path. Deselect. So now we're still kind of in the zone. So we can say something like, so this person's pushing right there, and so just to keep in form, right, this line that he's so this line that he has made, it's about her thigh, and so it's angling. Actually, we're gonna have to change that one too. So that one's like that, right? And so this is like on her thigh, and that's like that. So if I did this perfectly, in a perfect world, we would have done this
line to represent essentially the spine. It's kind of going to curve in there because the top of the shoulders pops out, and then the rest of the back tends to slowly slope in, and then it all pops out again around the hips. So this kind of gives you an idea. Much like this is the front line going down the character, this is going to be the spine and back line that goes down. So we've got which kind of shoulders areas in. Again, I'm just diving in with this kind of big elliptical shape. This kind of punch to check you. Over his shoulders. Let's pop. Shoulders, elliptical shape. Because they're kind of this character looking back over itself. In. Again, an idea. Much like this is the front line going down the character, this is going to be the spine and back line that goes down.
Okay, and so again, this is again doing a bunch of assumptions where it's like where your head is, how many heads high, and he's really good at that. I am not really good at it, and so I'm gonna trust him. Again, that's all I have to do right now. I trust in the process, and we just go. So, like he said, you have this. Nope, you don't have that, or she's gonna have scoliosis. Have problems for life. So we do this, right? Does that happen more on her? And it kicks out around here, but it needs to kick out more significant. So we're running like this, And then it needs to kick out. Right? Yeah, that's a better line. That's a better line. Yes. I mean, granted, yeah, I don't need... I mean, I just did this for... I just added that, so... But, you know, I'd love to see how well I do. Again, so you just gotta put lines down and see where it goes. Where does it take you? Let's go.
So we've got which kind of shoulders areas in. Again, I'm just diving in with this kind of big elliptical shape. Here's kind of this character looking back over itself, kind of hunched and checking over its shoulders. Let's pop.
Just diving in. So it was like right here, right? And then you're just right here. We're just diving in. There we go.
Shoulders over there and
and so now he has a line that's like over here, and it needs to come over here. Right. Hold up. Hold up. So this has to cut here. Right? That's why these weren't looking right. There it is. Right? Works. Now
shoulders. Because they're kind of, so we've got which kind of shoulders areas in. Again, I'm just diving in with this kind of big elliptical shape. Because they're kind of this character looking back over itself, kind of hunched and checking over its shoulder. Let's pop. With this kind of big elliptical shape. Because they're kind of this character looking back over itself, kind of hunched and checking over its shoulders. Let's pop. Shoulders.
suck it.
Circle there and shoulder circle there.
Fix this. Alright, now I just gotta thread the needle easy. Perfect. Bring this down. You don't have to change the spine, you just bring it down about right about here, right? Here, okay, deselect, run this line, and then because it's now a bit here, go straighter. Then I can go like that. Easy. Erase this line. Yeah, this is kind of weird though. That's really weird. Why did it not work that time? Why does it not work this time? I don't know. Again, just go with it. We're gonna keep moving. We're just gonna be stunted forever, right? And we don't want that. I keep getting just stuck in my head about little things on the frame, right? We're not even talking about like a finished work, we're just talking about frame here. If I get all caught up in that, then I'll never progress. I'll never move on. I'll be fixing things that, and it's not about fixing things that people won't see, it's fixing things that aren't going to help me. You know, is this gonna help me? The answer was no. I said, fuck it. And I need to work on that. It's like, does this help me? Does it? Maybe. And if so, by how much? Like 2%? Is it worth it? No? Then fuck it. So we have her shoulders, we're moving, we're grooving. Alright.
And then on this side, I do apologise for making it so loose and rough as ever. You know how it is, just got to get a quick tutorial out and explain some basic shapes. Keep it a masterpiece at your own home. I'll try and make another one, which is slightly better quality in just a sec. And then we've got the whole hip area here. So again, it's doing this whole wide thing. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to follow this line. I'm actually just going to curve it around just to indicate a month. So let's bring this, instead of flattening off, because we're looking at the back side this time, I'm going to bring this all the way around the circle to the middle, like so. We've got the whole hip area here. So again, it's doing this whole...
It's doing its whole thing. Because remember, there's foreshortening, so like they're. Well, this could work. This might work. And I just have to let it go. Papa, you just have to let it go. So following this line, even though we still have to maintain, so they're still looking at triangles, but how far of this triangle are we looking at? Looking at like a... Right, we're looking not this, so it's not... We know it's not this, and we know it's not this. So what we can do, okay, we know it's somewhere in here. I'm looking on this arch right here. And I need to go... Wait, do I follow this arm right here? Then go down. That could be it. It could be genius, right? So if I go from that arm to this, right? Like in golf, there's never one line. There's always different lines, but always a perfect line. It depends on where you're starting. I'm starting from back on the on the shoulder circle, right? And if I started on, it would be a bit steep. Either way, all directions are pointing that it's still like going like this way. So I need her to go this way. Again, it's not like this. Yep. Maybe let's just say right here. It could be right there. And so we know where this, so this has to come across. So it's, if we come across here, because eventually this has to somewhere. But this will come about there. Yeah, not bad. So we want this end angle, but this needs to curve at the end. We want to keep this angle. Bring it in. At least start, maybe start in more. Right, because it does a This is more like a this. This is more like a that. Goes in. I need to remember that this line is still going in and then curves more like that. More like this. More like that. Literally. Yeah. There it is. Even though... Gotta go with it. We're just going with it, right? Yeah, that's not bad. I like it. Let's go.
Our Y thing, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to follow this line. I'm actually just going to curve it around just to indicate a bump. So let's bring this, instead of flattening off, because we're looking at the back side this time, I'm going to bring this all the way around to the circle to the middle, like so. And now
boom. Cheeks. Got it. It's not bad. It's something... No, we go with it. We run. We keep going. We're running.
I'll do a similar thing here, all the way around, back following that hit line.
Okay. So the thing is, so that's where that's supposed to be, right? If our if then is right here, if that there, then this has to go here. So this is good, because now this line we know has to come this way, right? So we also then need to know that this line can come down more. And look at that. We have that angle that we needed. We just didn't have it where we needed it. Vocal fray, baby. Never. Oh my god, I can't. I personally just can't stand it. Oh jeez. What have we done? So if we have that there, then we're going to need, we follow his rule, we follow that going through, and it's about, he places it about here, right? And because this line comes in as it does, we have to curve there, and so then curve like this, curve like that. Now we have better line, but because things are, now we want to make it a bit smoother. Just like that, and there it is. See, I can't make the perfect one, but I can find it. Ah, man. I'm defaulting to vocal fray, I'm sorry. So, it's like we're talking on an airplane, guys, like your flight with Agua Air. We will be finishing up in 2 hours. 2 more hours. You will be all set. Line. And so there it is. Look at that. Look at that. We're grooving. And so honestly, when you think about it, like all of these shapes, all of these things look like so difficult, and when put together, yeah, kind of. But what is this? This shape solidified on its own, right? Right? It's just this shape. You're just looking at this shape. Like, anyone can make this shape. Anyone at all. Right? Anyone can make this shape. Oh my god, goodness. Oh, I didn't. Those things, you know, man, you just gotta. We're okay, so we're finally gonna be posting this, finishing up the say hi. Yes. Let's see, what is it? Hashtag what do we got? Hashtag art, hashtag that. And what's the what else do we need? There's art is a it's a big net. There's also like let's do there it is. You know what? Let's do learning journey. I guess that's a hashtag people have used. I've never used it, but you know, that's literally what this is. And I had 11 days. Get this. 11 days to get this squared away. So, you know, when I think about it, I really hate missing those 7 days. You know, now that I'm finally back into it, because I'll admit, there was a time when I was just, you know, not having to worry about this, you know, not having to worry about it. And that's kind of the place where I think a lot of people are. You know, there's all this, already have a lot of responsibility, you know, you're going to work, making money, doing this, that, and the other, and you know, you just add on something and then you finally just let it go. It's like, wow. Like, I really don't have to do it. And it's nice to, it's nice to have that relaxing, but that's for vacation, right? That's for vacation and retirement. And I'll let you know, one, I'm not on vacation, and two, I'm far from retired. So it was nice. For a moment, it was nice, but now we just gotta get back into it, and I just gotta go. I just have to go. And honestly, when I think about it, now that we have this, it feels like it caved too much. Caved too soon. Like, it feels like we could have this line extend just a smidgen more, right? Right, so like this line. This line will go right here, and then this line can. Look, grabbing too soon. You know what, we'll keep this, and we'll see where it goes.
Indicate a bit of wobbly on there, wobbly line. So let's get some joining areas in from the side. So here's a hip flexor, or it's not a hip flexor, it's a hip joint. Going up there.
And we have some joining lines, right? You know, and I gotta remember that this is just the rough, right? I can make scratch lines, I can make sketch lines, I can make sketch marks, I can be not... What's the word? Not, really rolling with that, with a line. And I can just leave it. I mean, again, this is the rough. You know, granted, you don't want, like, all the sketch lines. Like, this line I could get rid of. I don't know why I kept it. Just forgot about it. You know, get rid of these lines. But, you know, this is sketch. It's building out the form. And then I just literally do this. And it's gone. It's gone forever. No one will ever see this. Well, I mean, you will. But in the final product, when this all comes down and he does his whole, whatever you call it, like his whole speed inking, and moves through this, like, I mean, it is his job to an extent. Is that too skinny? Yo, my girl's too skinny. He looks too skinny. Oh, that's not. Ooh. I just realized what that looks like. Oh, gosh. The body's weird. The body's weird. It's just, that is the answer. The answer. But this line has to happen. It should actually happen a bit. Again, we're following. That's why I look. But this line has to happen more. There, now her hip. Yeah, now her torso isn't literally just about to, like. Her hips aren't about to. Snap. No, waist. Yeah, her waist isn't gonna snap. Snap in half. This line, see? See? So, like, it needs to do with this. So, this line, good, can't be straight up and down. This line has to do with that. If that's the case, then we split the difference. Do with that. the difference. Do with this. And now this is better a bit. This is a bit better. This has to... Let's do this line. Go out a bit more. There it is. Yeah, get rid of the lines. The lines. Okay.
And then really, if we just kind of pretend that this character's going to be kind of here, and maybe kind of pin the hands down the floor like that, this leg would probably come off here, so it's probably going to be a whole load of thigh and...
So he drew... And then you just do this, do that, do that, do your hand, right, and let's add a diff, like that, more like that, more like that, there we go.
Team going on there, maybe the leg's going to come back out here. Super awful quick sketch. Maybe on this side, whole load of thigh and team going on there, maybe the leg, pin the hands down the floor like that. This leg would probably come off here, so it's probably going to be a whole load of thigh and team going on there, maybe the leg's going to come back out here.
So let's take a look at that, because now now at this angle, it's like really showing, because if this arm is that length, then she's really far forward. Is she far forward to the point where it makes as such? I don't know. But he said that the leg is right here, and so if that's the case, then this comes out like this. Okay, that comes out like that. And then stretches on right here. And because it's not, like, the knee is not this big, right? I have to arc it up, but that's straight where it needs to be. There it is.
Here, super awful quick sketch. Maybe on the sides, thigh and team going on there, maybe the leg's going to come back out here. Super awful quick sketch. Maybe on the sides.
Yeah, so we'll actually have to, yeah, so, you know, because this line will be eventually be erased, and then this runs over here, so we'll mark it, I guess. So he was able to make this at an angle. So now this all can go away. He puts her leg again. This. It's at a more drastic angle. More drastic angle. I need more angle. Okay. I need more angle for he said her feet, right, are about, so he knows feet. He can do feet. I don't know feet. Right, and so we're just gonna do with this.
Eye and ting going on there. Maybe the leg's going to come back out here. Super awful quick sketch. Maybe on his sides. Kind of like that. Something like that. Anyway, let's just get this limb ever so lightly indicated. Let's talk about that. Brilliant.
So now that everything is looking as it looks, let's take a look. So his comes out like a heart, right? It tapers. It tapers more than what I have. I need to look at this and see how I can. I mean, maybe mine can't. Maybe mine can't. We'll just have to go. We're just going for it. So that's way too far out. That's too far out. This is still too far. So then he has this come out over here, and so then he has the foot, right, come out right about. Right, again, it's not perfect. This isn't going to be perfect.
So what have we got going on when it comes to sorting out the back? Let's just get this limb ever so lightly indicated.
Okay, so now that we have this one, now that we have this, right, now we can, again, if then this, so this hand has to go all the way down, right, here, so that I can then draw this. And it's obviously a bit bigger.
Let's talk about that. Brilliant. So what have we got going on when it comes to sorting out the back of the character? Let's make this face a little bit smaller so it's not so hunched. Okay, it's going to be even cuter now, so it's maybe the face can go here, like that. Lovely. Now,
I'm so mad at you! What if we took everything and then just... Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Okay, complaining over. But joke's on you, Mikey. My face was never perfect to begin with. So was always... He was always like that to begin with. Haha. Okay. We're keeping our face.
what I want to talk about here are, firstly, the shoulder blades. So if we have a nice curve where the shoulders are, that's fine. But on the back, kind of almost halfway between the middle of the spine and the edge of the shoulder circles, you're going to need to kind of indicate where the shoulder blades are. And they're generally indicated by this sort of angled line, and then obviously a much shallower one depending on the angle when you look at the other side. And there's basically a good bit of muscle around about this area that kind of, articulate. Your arms shallow one depending on your angle when you look at the other side. And there's basically a good bit of muscle around about this area that kind of, articulates your arms and shoulders. It's all part of how you actually are able to move. So it's usually worth indicating.
Her head needs to move. Now that I'm looking at it, her head needs to move. Needs to twist, spin, do a thing, do a flip. Either way, it's gotta move. A little to the. Or does it? Or is it just because of how I did this shoulder right here? It has to move. Kind of weird how that works.
indicating that to some more or less degree. And when it comes to the spine as well, so this is actually the proper middle now of the back, it's usually worth indicating a bit of shadow around here where the spine comes in. And most important of all, which I quite like, is that when a bum comes up, you can always just put a bit of a V in there. That's always a winner. And also, you can indicate bum dimples. Now,
you wonder why I want to learn from him, right? Well, there you are. It's always a winner. Exactly. So we got a spine now. Okay, now we're getting crease, and now we're doing. Yeah.
some women have this. It's a really weird thing. There's like a little cute dimple you can get above the bum. This is where the muscle joints meet in. Area called the superior posterior.
Superior posterior.
Iliac spine. Yeah, that's right. I know my
You made a
It's
face.
around the lumbar region, and basically it's incredibly cute. So if you're doing a sexy anime stuff, might want to consider popping some of that in. I mean, I tell you to maybe just look up bum dimples online, but it's probably not going to be a safe for work. So just keep to the artistic side, not the edgy side. Just drop the boob in there, just as a little tease on the side, not going to be a safe for work. So just keep to the artistic stuff in an area called the superior posterior iliac spine. Yeah, that's right. I know my homework. And it's around the lumbar region, and basically it's incredibly cute. So if you're doing a sexy anime stuff, might want to consider popping some of that in. I mean, I tell you to maybe just look up bum dimples online, but it's probably not going to be.
Okay, so again, the reason why this looks off, because it is off, and because it's a small back. It's the small of her back, so like this takes up half, right? Relatively speaking, this line would be like here. Right, this is a big line. This is a pretty big deal. Right, it's your full swoop. Maybe a little smaller for her. That's better. When you scroll back, right, we can take into perspective what this has to do. So see, this needs to go right around here. I can get this here. There we go. I can erase this. This line. Move that line. There. Now this line. Move this. Do with this. Do with this. So with that. Now, for the arm,
be a safer work search. So just keep to the artistic side, not the edgy side. Let's drop the boob in there, just as a tease on the side, and again.
Oh yeah, he figured out more of the back. More of the back here. Did this. So now this line can actually. That can get big. Means this can go that, right?
Yeah, there we've got this really rough flowing lines for the back of the torso area. So I hope this is kind of making sense so far. Each time, we've got these two main shapes once we've worked out their kind of distance and how they're going to be. Okay, that's still showing up clear enough. So let's have an example where I'm not going to rush through for the sake of this tutorial. Let's go a little bit slower. So my
I need to... Yeah, so that's... Look, we did it. The head's kind of janky. The head's janky. Is that... I can claim that. But... so far, I mean... we did... there. But so far, truly, it is what it is. The head's too small. That'd be weird. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah. Head is too small. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh. I mean, it's not that hard to fix. But, yeah, there it is. I mean, it's not his, but it never was gonna be. Yeah. Can you imagine just doing this, like me doing this a week ago? There's so much time into this. But I mean, again, that's... now, I mean, at least now, this misfortune is logged and ready. So every time I try to do something, a misfortune. I don't get it. I don't know why. Whenever I try to, and I'll admit this does sound bitching, but we'll get to it. But every time I try to on something, it could be something new. The universe pulls something, and do something again, or something happens in the car, or something happens, and honestly, it got to the point where it's like, hey, if I don't start anything and try to prepare something, then bad things won't happen, right? So yeah, that's a piece of it. Truly, I mean, it's happened so often that that's a piece of it. And it's just wild. And I really wish I logged them at some point in a journal or something so I could just go back and say, oh, okay, this happened. But now, I mean, it's finally started. I mean, I'll be doing this essentially, for my days until I retire, as I mentioned before. So regardless of how famous important I get, this is what I want to do. This is what I will succeed at, and these setbacks aren't going to stop me. So that's it. There's really not much more pomp or circumstance. All of these things that happened that were setting me back, set a time frame for a month, see how well I did, push myself to get this done. I had this goal in mind where I could, at least draw something from my imagination. Whether or not it was good, it at least wouldn't be, baby's first drawing, right? I could at least have some form. You could at least see that proper steps were taken. They haven't been mastered yet, but I at least know those steps take to put a body together, a pose together. And yeah, I'd like to, and maybe coloring, who knows, but at least inking. So once this is all squared, at least like to have what he's about to do towards the end of this video. At least like to be able to do that and show, hey world, we started from here, now we here. Feel. Again. Yeah, I mean, I really did want to do this for 2 hours. I mean, I gotta. No. This is exactly the moment. This is the key. Right now. I think, you know, I'm getting a little tired. Just wanna. Look, I did it right here. You did it right here. How much more can I do? Right? And part of the reason is because, you know, I do have to go to work later on, and you know, that has a the mental on that is that, oh, you know, I can stop because, you know, I have to go elsewhere. I must be elsewhere, but I don't have to be elsewhere until like another hour. At least, you know, we'll fix the head once he starts doing the whole inking and all, making things look good. And that'll be when I put in the other layer. I'd like to try that. Without further ado, let's keep going. Let's keep persevering. Yeah, I also want a snack. Can I get a snack?
Construction line's not going to be too crazy heavy on this one, only in that, as long as I don't make a freaking rubbish image, or idiot, that I'll use this as the thumbnail or the cover image.
Right. See, so that's another thing. I'd love to eventually, but right now my thumbnails are me, and I'd love to have finished thumbnail that I can put together and be like, here it is. Look at me. Instead of having it be the same thing, you know? And I mean, like, that's not even like a logo. It's me right there. Joe Rogan has, like, you know, Joe Rogan has that thing with the circly thing, so like, he could do that. He can't, at least not right now. I mean, honestly, it probably could become that. You know, it is what it is. Okay, enough
for this tutorial. And whilst I'm doing this, as ever, let me say a great big thank you to all of you lovely people at home for watching these tutorials. That actually really helps me out. And, you know, commenting, subscribing, and telling me what you want to see next. I bloody love it. Bloody love drawing, so it's a win-win, if anything. This tutorial helps you, I'm really, really happy. And even if it didn't, I'm still having fun, because I bloody love to draw, and hopefully you guys do as well. Okay, so here's our head. Here's our character. Like, in fact, this is more than halfway up the head, I dare say, so we probably have the eyes really low. I mean, like, we're going to go shoot cubes on this one. We'll work out in a minute. I'm going to have the shoulders around about here. And this head is going to be, well, this head is about this big, so I'm going to go 1, 2 torsos. It's going to basically take me down to around about here. So let's have a line that comes in this way. The body's going to be angled more to the right, even though the head's off to the left.
Yeah, let's just watch this for now. Because again, we did the 2 heads for the torso, and right, so that's what we tried to do. We'll see what he does. Put together. So we're at like what, 45 on this, and so the whole thing starts like 13.
Fair enough. So let's have an example where I'm not going to rush through for the sake of this tutorial. Let's go a little bit slower. So my construction line's not going to be too crazy heavy on this one,
13,
only in that, as long as I don't make a flashing out these ellipses. Nice and light this time, for the sake of this picture. So I hope, let's see if that does show up. Yep, just about on the camera phone for these kind of ellipses. Maybe a touch darker. And you can see I'm drawing less of the shape all the time. The more used to it I am, the less of the shape I actually have to worry about. We end up reaching a point, I'm just going to rub this out to realise it's clearly in a way. You can actually start, once you get used to things, just imagining the guide shapes. And you might find you just drawing the outlines once you get really good at it. The guidelines, for me, at least, I think is a great way to start. Once you understand the basic building blocks of a character, it frees you up to do that character in all sorts of different poses and shapes. And once you get really good at it, you just start to understand the natural curves that make up the human form, and you can just start drawing them in straight away. So yeah, knock yourselves out, see how you go. Have a go at this, and then a bit of homework for you, or not teacher, do it if you want it, okay. Have a go at lots of torsos. You really need to keep kind of getting this under your skin to really get used to the feel of it. So we're going to have a pose like this, so thrown the hips right over to the left, to get the body's going to the right. Just so we've got a bit of fun weight to go into this character. So to help make this work, I'm just going to indicate a bit of leg weight really, so let's have it go off there. Now, what's really fun with a leg that props up a hip that's kind of sticking out is it creates this lovely single curve I'm a big fan of. So here we've got this hip curve coming around for this torso, and I'm actually going to follow this curve all the way around now to indicate the leg that's propping it up. So we tend to, with anime drawing, start at the head, then the torso, and then all the bits kind of sprout off. Obviously, if you're doing a very particular pose, you might draw a different part of the picture first, something that has more importance. But this is just kind of a general rule, especially when you're playing around with your character design. All right. As ever as well, tell me what other tutorials you want to see whilst I'm, filling in and drawing this, because I will obviously try to get around to them in good time. So this leg's going to be off here. This is the middle where the privates are and where the legs aren't quite going to reach in. So from the front, we're going to go back to the top and we're going to talk our way down. We've got this top ellipse here. We've got the neckline dropping off to where the shoulders are. I'm going to bust out, as ever, a couple shoulder circles, just to indicate where that might be. I'm going to draw some lines in to indicate we're going to have an arm. So maybe coming over here, and then we'll have, this one will be waving or something, so we'll have an arm that goes here. She'll be like, hi. And I'm going to just use this quick opportunity to really quickly pop that in. There's usually an elbow joint that sticks out the bottom here, so we're going to do a little further nubbin down there, so to speak. And in the shape of the arm, always fins out by the wrist, by the way. Thickens out as it meets the joints, and then we'll pop the hands around that. What will it be doing? What are we going to have? Better angle on the hand. This is where the thumb is. It's going to come off like that. Don't worry, it's not a hand tutorial, so it's not going to be perfect. That's my get out jail free card excuse there. It's not a tutorial about hands, so if I draw a really shit hand, you can't be mad. If I have done a tutorial about hands, based off of somebody else's tutorial about hands, so just watch theirs if anything, it's supposed to be. Let's get that finger up there, and then let's get another finger touch shoulder up there. Oh, I was really definitely unhappy. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I'll do that bit in time lapse. So what we're actually doing is getting these arms out the way. Let's put another circle there.
Right.
Let's put the limb down there, and then this hand's just going to be like dropping off, minding its own business, just so to speak. Again, we'll worry about that later. More importantly, the torso. Okay, so here's the outside edge of the ribs. This is going to be an external line, and we're just going to, as it starts to curve in, drop in the midsection around about here. This gives us the opportunity to really show how far out to the left this hip's popping. And what it means is that our centre line, where the middle of the tummy is about here, and then it's going to be kind of coming in here. This makes sense. And this whole area is going to be where the abdominal wall comes back into the middle. So if we start with this being the bottom, and then coming up around here, it's going to
just freestyle
up and around like so.
I love how it's just like, oh yeah, you just do it. You just do it. Just freestyle.
Let's get it slightly off the side. It's going to be doing even more on this side. I hope this is making sense to you guys. So here we've got where the side of the stomach becomes an external line, and then around here, come down the line there.
Because when this is emphasized over here, right, this is actually pulling more. So when you have to do something like this and you're looking towards it, this is actually going to be a bit
This is where the hip joints, hip bones really sticking out and doing their thing here and here. So now that we've got this in, I'm just going to imagineer this leg line to come around about there for leg one. Let's just draw a little bit of the underside of the rear of the bum, and then another little bit of underside of the rear bum there, and then this leg's going to come off there. So don't worry, obviously there will be a legs tutorial in the future, unless you're watching this video a long time after I've made it, in which case there might already be a legs tutorial available from me. So let's get those out of the way, and just really understand about this whole important area. So when we come down here, there's plenty of ways to draw your characters, and a lot of them involve the legs not quite touching, the thighs don't quite meet in the middle. Everybody's got different body types. What it often means is you have to draw just a tiny bit of the underside of the bum in the background, just so that it actually looks a bit more natural, otherwise there's nothing missing. And then at the front, you've got privates. I keep saying privates, I'm not saying, the other words. And then belly buttons around about here, vaguely. This is kind of our abdominal muscle area, and then the ribcage zone is all around here. So it's this ribcage zone where we actually hang the boobs when we actually get to our later boob tutorials. As a general rule of thumb, the basics are start below the shoulders, and then it's not quite a perfect circle because boobs don't work like that. They kind of hang, and they hang away from the centre line of the body. I will obviously do an actual tutorial about it in the future, so don't stress. Let's try to get like a curve in here. It doesn't look really, really weird. That will have to do there, and then I guess just coming up to the right, this one's going to have to go out a lot this way, actually. This boobs are really popping out sideways. Just realised how I've actually been drawing this. Let's make this one. Yeah, that's right, actually using a rubber for once. Come in a little bit further. Why not? Lovely, now we're good with legs. And then let's come around for this one. So it's going to be right here. It's going to be going off to the side, up to about here. And obviously doing its own curve back in var. Okay, so there we have it again. Another, let's look for the camera phone. Good. Another torso built off the shapes. We've got this elliptical zone here, and this wide flat elliptical zone here, and we kind of really join them together.
Okay, so like that took, for viewing purposes, that took like 5 minutes. Like, he just cranked this out in like 10 minutes, and like, you look at some art, you look at commission art, AmArc, and some of it's like, what? Like he doesn't, like they don't add like this little tummy section. They don't add like this line. These little details.
Where we're putting these shapes based on where we
and again, and like it just reminds me of where you're learning from. And the little details that you end up picking up, and you look at other art and it's like, whoa, it's not there. Am I doing something wrong? No, it can't be. But that's another thing. Just be careful of, know that the person you're learning from is who's doing, that you don't build up bad habits. Granted, he did just say, just we'll freestyle this, but you know what I mean.
I'm going to take our shoulder line and
I just love how he puts it.
Hip line, and we know how far apart to keep these based on the size of the head of the character. Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to try my best to do the hip line, and we know how far apart to keep these based on.
So the first head is the whole rib cage area.
The size of the head.
Okay, we're gonna back by right. And so see how it's like not perfect, right? He goes. There's like a little. There's there's some justice below and above, so it's not exact. So bodies are like that. So just make sure that when you're drawing art, just understand. I'm also talking to myself.
Of the head of the character. Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to try my best to probably rework this and make a picture out of this framework. I'll stick a character basically on top, and then I'll come see you at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, boom, and there you have it, everybody. Right, so you'll probably notice that actually, as I was filling this and basically putting a character on top, I really got into it, and I gave it dark skin, and then I really started getting into the shading. And the reason why I decided to do that is because there's so many muscle groups and nuances in the torso, but a lot of the time you won't get the opportunity to actually mark out these things with solid lines, unless you're drawing a male character where you get to be more aggressive. With female characters, often, you can only really describe a lot of the shapes by throwing in a bit of shadow and kind of light play. So that's why I've gone in a little bit heavier than usual, and slightly, maybe overworked it, if anything. And then I just took the opportunity to pop back to this one, just to kind of highlight the areas of the back that you might actually start getting involved with when you're drawing the torsos for your own characters at home. And then I very quickly realised I was drawing this character completely naked, so I had to remove the nudie element and pop on a pair of knickers just at the very, very end. So this is basically it, guys. This is all about the fact that you need a solid bit of framework. Once you've got your anime character's head in, you need to understand what you're going to be doing for torso, because that is your building block from which you're going to be putting on the limbs, you're going to be putting on the bums, the legs, the boobs, whatever. The clothes are going to go on top of there as well. Obviously, we've gone for very scanty fat ladies, just obviously talk about the actual figure and the tone. But it's like absolutely core. So you've got to get their cores right so you can get a core of your own anime drawing correct as well. I really hope you guys found this useful. I wasn't 100% sure whether to do a tutorial just on the torso itself, but I think it's probably best that we got one out of the way, just so that when I start talking very quickly about torso shapes in later tutorials, you guys are going to know what I'm referring to straight away, and it's going to help us move along quicker in the future. So as ever, this tutorial, wow, has run a lot longer than I thought it would. Again, I do apologise. Thank you so much for watching at home. Pick like, big subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channels. We've got loads more tutorials and things. Your support means the world to me. Obviously, helps me eat and things like that as well. And over here, we're going to put like something. It'll be a link maybe to a tutorials playlist, and then over here, kind of somewhere.
See, so this was so old. This was back in the day, right? Like you would have like these little things right here. You could just click. I mean, you do now, but now they're what's the word? They're static. You have like 3 options maybe. Like you can put like 1, 2, or you can put your thing here as 1, 2, and it's always funny watching old episodes of things where because the links don't exist anymore, because it's not supported, because it's no longer there. You have to go into the new ones.
It'll just be a subscribe button.
And here it is. See, he did that one right there where there was a link and you could click it. But now it's built into their system, where you can just click on this, click on that, click on that, click on that. See? And yeah, like it's just funny seeing things pop up and automatically do it. It's built into the system.
Why the hell not? Okay, awesome, guys. Get in the comments. Tell me what you want to see next. Keep the suggestions coming for Sexy Anime Saturdays. We've got video games and other bits coming in the future as ever. Bloody love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, so he did that. There's another torso. Right? If I was smart, I could just
Artwork, critiques, Photoshop.
Oh, that's cool. But if I was smart, I'd do. And he only has 2. Fantastic. So that was 8 years ago. This is 4 years.
Artwork, critiques, Photoshop files, and reference sheets are all available on my Patreon. Well, hello there, guys and girls. My name's Mikey. Welcome back to my room. It's time for another tutorial. And today we're going to take a look at the basic shapes that can make building up the bodies or torsos of your anime and manga characters nice and easy. But seeing as we have recently been looking at curvier character designs, we're going to focus on some thick 5 of our torsos today. And also, as we've done some simple building block shapes before in a similar manner, today we're going to be talking about keeping things a bit more dynamic, mapping the surface of our bodies in separate areas, just so that this can help you understand what's going on for your future drawing designs, get into a little bit more detail, and also about the overall guiding shapes that can kind of just help the language and the overall form that you end up.
What are we also going to be doing? So look at so here he does more of a keeps the lines, the grid, and he's doing more what's the word? The Loomis style for the face, but you still have all of those lines. He's doing a mapping of that for the body. That's what he updated in 4 years. Like, that's really cool. But notice, I mean, and this isn't a dig at him. Like his art style is still top notch, still where it needs to be. Look at from that one 8 years ago to this one right here. Like you can still see it, and it's very fun looking at these tutorials and just seeing, he still got it. And granted, this is 4 years ago too. So you're like, oh well, maybe he still had it. He still got it back then. If you look on his other stuff, he's still doing it. He's still doing what do you call it? He's still doing streams. He's still doing, and I think he's actually doing something with elves. Like he's doing a story thing. I don't know. Don't quote me. But he's doing something. He's doing something beyond just drawing stuff. I mean, he does have to do things for his Patreon. It feels like he's doing something more with it. And I'm actually quite interested. But every now and then, like I pop in, see what he does. It's very cool. Give him a watch.
And then we've got a lot of twisting shapes that come down. So from the side of the boob, underneath the arm, we've got the side of our chest, and that's coming right down across as the lateral muscles here meet into the side of the abdominal wall at the front, and that side shape comes right down over the side of the hips, just coming out here. So here's our side part there as well, squeezing out as it goes around the side of the bum for the legs coming forward. And then obviously some boobs just kind of hanging off the front, but we've got separate boob tutorials where we worry about all of that stuff in detail as well. So my delicious friends, I hope this has been a little bit useful in basically the simple building blocks we use to build up the body shapes, but also just a few of the details that we try to think about regarding the surface area of our characters. Even if maybe with your character designs there's no details particularly sitting here, you always want to be able to imagine exactly the shapes of these surfaces and where they're going. It's going to give you a much firmer understanding of the form, help you loads with your own character designs. So don't just copy these, make sure that you're drawing lots of different chest circles and hip circles and elliptical shapes and building up characters in all sorts of different angles. But of course, if you want to grab this very sheet right here, I'm going to be adding it to my tutorials workpack as mentioned. You can grab that along with all of the other bits and my Photoshop brush set for $1 on Patreon, and that just really helps me out. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Big shout out to last month's patrons, Melissa, Brendan J, Mong L, Danny S, Cairo N, and Justin J. Looks at fantasy TV shows and for more fantastical lore, and also about the overall guiding shapes that can kind of just help the language and the overall form that you end up with your lady characters. So if you want to follow along at home, grab yourself a few sheets of paper, lay them on the desk so it's a little bit softer than just one sheet of paper on a hard surface. I'm using a super cheap disposable mechanical pencil. It's just like a 2B. Guys, you don't need the best equipment to get practicing, just grab whatever you've got to hand. We will crack on, and anything that we draw today I'm going to put into my character reference sheet or the tutorials workpack, which you can grab the entire set for just $1 on Patreon. Links of course below. But guys, before we get cracking, would you believe we have a sponsor for today's video? So let me tell you all about
Raid Shadow Legends.
Now this bad boy free-to-play RPG has stunning graphics with sweet character designs, somewhere between the rugged looks of fantasy TV shows and the more fantastical lore with exquisite monsters and some rather lovely elf ladies. So click the link in the description below so that you can build up squads from Raid 16 factions. There's the good ones like Bannerlords, the monsters like Orcs, the corrupted like Knights Revenant, and the Union with dwarves. So challenge yourself to the edge in the ongoing tournaments, competing against the entire raid community around the globe, whilst fighting in the Spider's Den, the Ice Golem's Peak, the almighty Fire Knight, or the notorious Dragon, in order to win some awesome rewards and rare artifacts. And if you're quick enough today, you can join my clan and carry me. The nickname's Mikey Mega Mega. And remember, it's free to play, available on PC and mobile, and even my ancient Samsung Note 2 can handle this thing despite the lush graphics. Or just playing it on the tablet when I want to chill out between art sessions. Now, I'm currently vibing with the High Elves. I'm just classy like that, including this rare champion Elhain, who has long-range bow skills, lots of critical damage, the ancient Avarian heritage of the Shimmering City, and a lush tight design with... Okay, never mind. So what are you waiting for? Not to mention that if you click the link in the description below to sign up, you will receive a bonus 200,000 silver and a free bonus champion straight off the bat. The rare Grinner from the undead hordes who can give a 50% buff to your allies' attacks. And he's just so handsome. So grab all of that from the top here once you're in, and this is available for new players for the next 30 days. And thank you, Raid Shadow Legends. So, yeah guys, seeing as YouTube loves to demonetize my content anyway, from time to time, once you watch sponsor slots, why not click that link? It would really help out the channel. However, let's get cracking. So, what I'm going to do is just use a scrap of spare paper here. This is to rest my hand on so that I don't smush up the actual paper itself with any natural oils and greases that come off of your hand. And over here, when it comes to the torsos and form of my characters, I like to start with an overall guiding line, which is kind of the weight or flow from around about the neck down to around about the bum. We're going to give this some curve. You'll notice my hand is very far up the pencil because I'm not doing any fine details. I'm going with some overall gesture line here, and this can vaguely
So let's first we need to Yo, man, I'm seeing things, dog. But, let's see. Yeah, this head needs to get a bit bigger because we can actually figure this out. We can actually solve this question. First, let's do this. Okay. Ow. So if I were to go through like this, go by it, right? This should be 2 head lengths. Now that I think about it, yeah, that should be 2 head lengths. Oops. So we got 1, oh no. And then we got 2, oh no. And then we got 3. Oh wow, that actually worked. So we got exactly 3. So this needs this head, in order for this head to be working, we need to get this 2 head lengths. So let's go 1, 2-ish, a bit bigger. Well, no, now it's gonna be a bit too big. Oh my god. Oh no, because then it'll have to be like this. Actually, no, it'll be smaller than that. So then it'll be like this. But now you need to be a little bigger, right? So now it'll be like this, so that you can do this. Yeah, so this is 2 quote-unquote 2 head lengths. I think that's a bit too big. That's a bit too big. So, I mean, I don't get it sometimes. But again, while I question it, I don't question it. Because it's what it is. Also, it needs this twist. Just a smidge. Just a smudge. So, again, this is still too big. About that. How does this? Right? So we got 1, we got 2. And it's a bit bigger. So let's set it. But it is bigger. But it does look better. Again, I don't understand like the head shapes because it's clearly not. Let's say this 1, 2. So it's like 2.5 heads. Of course, I just whatever. It's like 2.5 heads. So, however that works, I don't know. I'm just a guy learning. So, I mean, we'll put that in a thumbnail. When this 2.5 heads, then 2.5 heads. If not, well, damn. If I learned wrong, then I blame Mikey. It's all his fault. All his fault. But yeah, let's start with a head, and then run it for 2 heads, 2 head lengths for rib cage, and then for like hips, and whatnot. So let's get it done. We have an hour to get this done. So he drew see, like right there. Yeah, that's better, but goes off the rails right up here. That's too. That's a better line. Erase the old. With the old is the new. Alright, so there's that. Okay, the eyes are over here. He split on this midline right here. Pretty much the same. Looking this way. It needs to arc a bit because we're on, right? Remember some of Lion Sensei's things about heads? So we're on an arc like this. We're on an arc like this. We're on an arc like this. We can do this. Okay. Well, on the plus side, you know, for my reading curse, it's 10 pages. For my art curse, apparently it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. And 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Like that's the capacity. But we gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep going because tomorrow, I mean, I'm gonna be, because I need to finish this. There's no way my slow ass will finish this. You know what? Honestly, in that case, yeah. So we'll do it that way. We'll call it right here, right now. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna be running like a 6-hour stream tomorrow. It'll be what? Oh wait, it's only I'm losing days. This week has been wild. So tomorrow will be Saturday, which will be fantastic. So I'm gonna have, we're just gonna go. I'll have breaks for some snacks, but no, it's gonna be the longest one I've ever do. and this will actually be perfect for me to test and get the strength in to get the mental and the art mindset going. Just push through, just keep going. I'll be like, what are we at? We're at half an hour. No. But yeah, no, this will be good. We'll refresh everything, and it'll be the longest streams that I've done by a long shot. It's like 3 hours. I think I did a 4 hour, but if it's been 3, we're gonna double it, easy. So back at headquarters, we are. I did good. I feel good about that, and yeah, no. All of this is just another step towards my dream. And I hope that if you're watching and learning, it's a step towards yours. And it's really, really all I can hope for. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. For everyone who drops by, LCS down below, and I'd love to see you again. Till then, I wish you well, and I wish you luck.